Hello everyone, my name is Logan, or Fento if you prefer. In this video we will talk about the most recent announcement of a new upcoming MMO game called Wayfinder. It's an open world MMO announced at the Game Awards last year in December. The developers share a 1.5-minute video trailer with gameplay, information and date for the release of the game. In this video we will discuss everything we have so far for this new MMO and what we can expect from this game in the upcoming months. So make sure you subscribe, drop a like in the video and leave a comment about what you think and what you expect from Wayfinder or any other questions you have. So okay, let's dive in everything we have about Wayfinder so far. So what is exactly Wayfinder? Wayfinder is a new free-to-play looter open-world MMO announced back at the Game Awards in December of last year, and it's being developed by the Airship Syndicate that has previous work on games titles like Battle Chasers Night War, Dark Side Genesis, and Ruin the King.
Some live there, some are just transient.
The developers announced last year that they will move to a new partnership with the Digital Extremes, known as the developers of Warframe, to create a brand new AAA third-person action MMO with the 6 characters available on day 1. The game will be focused on grinding missions, dungeons, public events, bosses, raids, to loot and upgrade gear, weapons, housing for the social area, and much more to be revealed. The game is still in closed beta only for PC and PlayStation and will be in early access around the springtime for PC, PlayStation and Xbox. In the end of the video I will show you how you can have access to the test beta and the closed beta in the upcoming months. How many characters Wayfinder have? Wayfinder will be launched with 6 different Wayfinders. Each one have their own distinct styles and abilities to use in game. The Wayfinders we will have access is Ringgrave, Silo, Nis, Senja, Kairos, and the last Wayfinder is still to be revealed. I will create a video for each Wayfinder explaining the backstory and abilities, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the Wayfinders videos here on the channel. How big the world of Wayfinder will be? Wayfinder is being built to be a big and vast game with a lot of activities to do as a solo player and as a group on a daily basis. Wayfinder will be split in 3 different areas from my understanding. Community and Lobby is a location where the players will be able to storage items, talk with the vendors, talk with blacksmiths and other NPCs available. A social area is where you can interact with other players from your same session. The players will also be able to choose, select and inspect story quests, side quests and daily jobs, expeditions, discoveries, and also crafting and customize your apartment or house. Overlands. Overlands is the outside area where the action will take place. In Overlands we will have access to open world area where you can encounter other players that are logged in the same session as you are, daily exploration for rewards, quests based on the community goals for the day or week, and landmarks in different locations. Lost Zones. Lost Zone will be the area where you, your friends and other players online will join forces to complete different challenges and collect new loot and items for crafting. In this location we will find dungeons, boss areas, events, challenges and puzzles. So seems we're going to have a lot of content and activities to do with all Wayfinders available in game and all the exploration available. Also will be added mountains in the game to help the players to roaming and navigate faster the world doing activities or just farming items on a daily basis. How the combat system will work in Wayfinder. Like we discussed before, we will have 6 Wayfinders available to play, and each one will have their own play style and abilities. Each character will have 4 different ability skills plus their weapon ability. All the Wayfinder characters don't have to stick with the original class. For example, you can choose Ringgrave and you can literally create a build where the weapons you use will change your Ringgrave's stats from defender to damage, from healer to assassin, and like that with all the other characters in Wayfinder. You don't need to make your own Wayfinder build based on his main class. The game will give you total control to create your own build and find the best fits for your characters. You will not need to max out your Ringgrave to start a new character. You will be able to swap characters at any moment while you play. but probably you'll need to go back to a house area or community area to be able to do the swap. You will also have something called Character Awakening. Character Awakening is when you master the characters and weapons in game. Mastering characters and weapons will improve and buff all your stats. When you hit the mastering, you will unlock extra Echo Stats. Echo Stats is the slots that you can add extra mods and accessories to help boost and upgrade stats of armor and weapons of your character's build. And this will allow the players to create many different ways to play Wayfinder and create new combats. I will make a separate video more in depth for the combat system so everyone can understand better how the combat system will work when the game comes out. Will Wayfinder have a customization and craft system? Yes. We are definitely having a customization and craft system available in-game. Players will have to play to earn materials and accessories to craft and customize their characters. Every time you go for expedition, boss encounters, raids, or whatever you're doing in the map, or maybe just exploring the map, you will find and receive rewards that will be used to craft items as gear, weapons, mods for the weapons and gear, talent skills to make your Wayfinder more stronger. And also, you can change the look of your Wayfinder so everyone can have a different character from another. It will be a PvP mode in Wayfinder. Right now, the Crystal Dynamics is not focusing in add a PvP mode in Wayfinder. We will have a lot to do in-game as a solo and as a group of players. We will be able to play solo certain activities in game, but the majority of the content will be focused in groups. We might get a PvP mode in the future, but nothing is being planned at the moment. I personally like that since I'm not a big fan of the PvP in MMOs, so I'm fine with it. So let's see what they bring in the future. And the most important, you must be to connect to the internet to be able to play. Wayfinder will not have an offline mode. The whole game and all activities must be played and done while you're online. Wayfinder will have a pay-to-win items. As far as we know, Wayfinder will not have a system of pay-to-win. All players will have to play the game and grind to have access to new gear, weapons and accessories to upgrade your character and housing. Wayfinder will use the same system of monetization from Warframe, which means that everything that we will have on store for sale, you will be able to earn it for free while you play the game. It will be basically for comfort. If you don't want to grind or wait for too long to get the amount or the skin you want, you can just go and buy it right away. This is really good for an MMO. I never played Warframe before, so I don't know how really the store system works, but having a system where you can buy or earn the same content will not put you in advantage or disadvantage is really good and helped for the game and for the community overall. I believe the store will be more like skins, furniture for your housing, items to enter in raids, like keys, etc. Is there a housing community for the players? The good news is yes. We will have a system of housing similar from Final Fantasy XIV Online, where we can create our own place. We also be able to use the place to check missions, rewards, storage items, upgrade our gear, weapons, check documents with lore of the game and much more. Your friends and other players will be able to visit you as well. So we will have guilds and neighborhoods for your guild and friends, and like that we will be able to create your own community inside of Wayfinder. Make your experience online more enjoyable and fun while you are online, solo or with friends. We don't have a full list of everything we will have available to create or do in our housing, and as soon as they share any information or updates for the game, I will bring it here in the channel. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the next videos. So let's get going. Activities post endgame. So what type of events we will have in Wayfinder? Wayfinder is going to offer a lot of different activities for the main story as bosses, raids and puzzles like we talked before. Once we beat the main story of the game, we unlock a higher difficulty for the previous encounters as boss fight, lost zone, raids and all the other events we played before, with now much better rewards to use towards our heroes and our housing. Also be ready for the super rare drops. You know, those items that is extremely rare to drop, can be gear, weapon and materials for crafting. So the grind here will be very constantly and hard if you want that rare drop for your Wayfinder. Will Wayfinder have extra seasonal content? The answer is yes. We will have more and more seasonal content in Wayfinder. We're more likely to receive a seasonal pass where it will give us extra content as new lost zones, new areas to explore, new raids, new gears, new weapons, new cosmetics for our characters and housing, and of course more Wayfinders. We just don't know for sure how the map updates will drop. We don't know if the map expansion will be seasonal content being part of the expansion pass, or the expansion of the map will be free to everyone. Season Pass Battle Pass is something very common now. The companies need to make money somehow to keep the game running. So a system where we pay for extra content but we don't have an advantage above other players is always welcome. But we need to wait a little longer to have more information in how the game will offer the Season Pass. It's most likely that the Season Pass will be added to the basic game once the game is fully released on the end of this year. Or maybe they're gonna add the Season Pass in the early access before the game is fully released for free, so we have a chance right there to have some extra content in the early access. How can I play Wayfinder? Right now, Wayfinder is in the second and last beta test before the closed beta starts. You can go to the Wayfinder website and sign up for the beta. I will leave the link in the description below so everyone can go there and sign up for the upcoming betas. But how the beta works? The Wayfinder beta is already in his second beta test that started this past Tuesday on 17, ending up next Monday, January 23rd. The first beta test was announced at the Game Awards back in December when the game was announced. It took place at the same month. The beta is available only for PC and PlayStation 5. Xbox will receive the game only when the game releases. Maybe the Xbox players will have access when the game gets in early access on spring, but not sure yet. The second beta test is still in NDA and is live now, so unfortunately no one can join the beta since the keys were sent already. NDA means no discussion about the game. Whoever be selected for the second beta will not be able to stream or record to make content with this material. So if you don't want to be banned, make sure you follow the rules. The main goal for this beta test is to get feedback from the players to find areas that need improvement before the game fully releases. So this is the schedule for the upcoming test and closed beta. January 2023, the second beta test is happening now and will end next Tuesday on the 23rd, but no one can join anymore sadly since the keys was sent already. From here, I believe we will be able to create content with the next upcoming betas. Follow the list of the next beta and early access for the game. Early 2023, Wayfinder closed beta, PlayStation 5 and PC. Spring 2023 will be early access PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 and PC. In late 2023 will be the full release for the game being free for consoles and PC. So I believe the Xbox will be included in the end of the late 2023 when the game full releases and gonna be for free. So early access, we highly have a chance have to pay to have access to the early game. So probably the early access gonna be like a founders pack where we're gonna have extra keys to send to friends. We're gonna have exclusive content and as mounts, probably like gear or stuff like that, cosmetics for the players that purchase the Founders Pack. It's gonna be 100% exclusive for this pack. Players won't be able to have access to none of these rewards once the game is full release for free. So I think it's a good way, like start the game with the early access as a Founders Pack. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just gonna be basically helping the devs to keep the game running, fixing bugs and all the kind of stuff before the game is full release. So put a little money in the game is not hurting anyone as long as no crazy as pay to win stuff. So I presume and I believe that gonna be super fine. So I'm excited for the game to fully come out. So this is the information we have so far about the next betas, the early access and the full release game. So things might change. So make sure to subscribe to the channel too. I'll keep you guys updated here. Follow my social media as well. I'm gonna leave the link of all socials for the Wayfinder in the description below so you guys can be updated with them as well for the upcoming changes and maybe like some surprises coming in the future. And this was everything we know so far for Wayfinder. I try my best to make a very easy to understand video with all the information we have so far. If I forgot something or you have questions, just drop in the comments and I'll try working on it. I should bring this video last week, but I'm working in multiple videos at the same time, being a majority of them for Wayfinder. I hope everyone enjoy. I don't have the best voice to make videos, but I'm doing my best. I will post in the description below all socials for Wayfinder. Please follow them to be updated with news for the game. And also make sure you subscribe. I will be covering everything of Wayfinder as it's released. It's definitely an MMO. I will grind non-stop and create all content I can for the Wayfinder community. So much more views are coming. I will do my best to work with the developers to bring you more news, updates, rewards and much more for the community, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching until the end. Subscribe, drop a like to help the content grow, and I see you in the world of the Wayfinder.
ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love